Hello everyone. I don't know if it's adult with ADD or what, but I will like not do videos and then all of a sudden I'll get a cluster of videos going. And today's the day I'm getting a cluster done. But people that have made requests, I do want to honor them because I appreciate it very much. I ask questions from other YouTube makers, if you will, video makers, because some of the videos are just so helpful. And MS X-Ray 1 has requested that I do a video on the Chanel Executive Tote. I'm going to first show it how it looks when I have her stored. It's in the desk cover. You always want to keep them in the desk cover. Of course, you probably know this anytime you have a nice bag, or it's called a sleeper. And then I'm going to show how it comes off. It's not very attractive, but I've stuffed this thing. And the reason I have is because I don't know if this is a common problem with Chanel. I don't know if it is a problem, but a characteristic. When it's of this leather, if you'll notice on the side, it sort of is scrunchy. And when I've noticed the few people I see carrying this bag or the style of bag, or somebody doing another video, I'll notice that it looks a little bit weighed down, kind of like it's settling in maybe. This side's not so bad, but I'm trying to delay that as much as possible. And so I want to keep it as stuffed as I possibly can. And so I have put a lot of paper, a lot of plastic in there. I think it's helping, but it's not very attractive. So let's make it more attractive. So I'm pulling all of this out. And this Executive Tote is just a classic bag that is wonderful for any kind of meeting, anything that's a little bit more formal as far as work or business. It is the bag to have, okay? So it's this, and you can see that this is the front, and it's very simple. I like that it's understated. I like that a lot of people aren't going to recognize it's Chanel, but let me tell you, sugar, you pick up the bag and you know it's Chanel because there's no kind of quality like this. The leather feels delightful. It's wonderful. One of the things detached is this nice material pocket that does snap out of the bag, and it's just a black hole. And I have played around with this. Usually I'll put things in it. Let me try this. Inside of here, I'm going to take just a few items like gum, my tape measure, just miscellaneous things. I'm just going to throw some things in there. And I'll put my makeup in there. And it just molds around. It's like nothing's hardly in there. And then right in the middle of the bag, it can snap. There's not going to be a zipper to this. You undo the bag, and it's basically a big black hole. And so I'm going to show you that this liner, if you will, this black pouch will snap on both ends. And what I like about that is that it just adds more options. Now I can put items on this side and items on this side, and it keeps things protected. I've seen someone put their wallet on the inside, and I think that's a fabulous idea because it's the only part that's going to be zippered in the tote bag. But typically when I carry this for meetings and things, I'm not worried about somebody pickpocketing me. But if I were traveling or if I were using this on the plane or something, I most definitely would take advantage of that option to keep it in the zippered compartment. But what I choose to do with my Insolent Louis Vuitton wallet, and I've said this before, I love this monogram with the black bag. I don't know why, but I think it's so awesome. I'm going to stick that inside, and it's just easy to find. It fits in there deeply. I'm thinking this is about 9-10 inches tall and only 15 inches across. It's not the biggest bag, but most people would probably call this a large bag. But if you've seen my review on the Palermo, this is not a big bag to me. But it falls nicely in there. The iPad fits in here, and I usually do take that to meetings. Here is my organizer. Gosh, I'm having a hard time with this today. And I'm going to put in a mini pochette. It really will hold absolutely everything that I carry in the Palermo or my Totally. It's amazing. It doesn't seem like it's going to, but it does. And I don't know if it's a specific design of Chanel or if it's because it's this rectangle shaped bag. I always heard like a rectangle room would hold more somehow, or you could do more things with it. I don't know if it's the same kind of idea with the rectangle bag. But inside this middle, I don't want to forget, you have this zippered pocket on this side, which is great to hold your mirror, a comb, things like that. You could put your gum there. On the other side, on the inside, is the same size type pocket, and I always keep the information from Chanel, the authenticity card. This bag was made, was a 1996 bag. It's a bit old. I got it pre-loved, and I do like it. The only thing I would ask differently is that the newer ones have an adjustable, detachable strap, which I like as an option for the shoulder. This fits on your shoulder, and it's semi-comfortable, but it's not that comfortable. It really works over the arm and just holding it. But I guess if you're going into an executive meeting of some sort, this is the bag that you would want to probably hold on your arm or in your hand, so it suits that purpose. But just knowing you could have that option across body, I think I would use it a little bit more. As far as the functionality otherwise, this should have been turned because it's a little lock, and it has, it probably won't show you, but it has the word Chanel here, and you turn the clasp and you open it, and it's this little side pocket, which surprisingly things will fit in there well. I usually keep my phone in one side and maybe something else. I'm just showing you the idea on this bag. It's really easy. I don't know why I'm struggling here, but it's very easy to open and close. And then on this other side, it's just an open flap, which is usually where I keep my iPad, or I will keep my keys, and it fits in there nicely. And I do that because a lot of times my phone, I don't keep a case on it, and so I'll keep it on one side and I'll keep my keys on the other so they don't scratch or mess up my phone any. There might be other questions you have about this executive tote. I'm thrilled to have it, mostly because it's a Chanel, and it is, to touch it. There's something, and when you have all your things in it, you just, I don't know, it's like an empowering bag. I do recommend, if not a Chanel one like it, maybe a Prada. Prada has some beautiful totes like this. I think it's one of those classic staples that works well for any female out in her world. Regardless, I think she'll get enough use out